What's next? It's big, it's broad, it's next on Sunday. With 6 sections and pullouts, including glossy color fashion magazine, Elan. There's something in it for everyone. Next on Sunday. Ask your vendor and buy it.
Hello and welcome to Simon Says. Happy New Year to you. As we look ahead to a great year in sports, the African Nations Cup, the World Cup, it's all happening this year. We hope it's going to be a controversy-free year for sports, although we know how it's been in the world of football. So much refereeing, officiating controversies. We hope that doesn't happen in the World Cup. But meanwhile, today I'll be talking about something closer to the home, something that has been an issue for a while, and that is Nigeria's preparations for the Nations Cup. Presently, the team are out there in Durban getting ready for the Nations Cup. 2 weeks to go. A controversial list making the rounds in the news. Controversy or not, Amadou Shaibu has made his list for the African Nations Cup. And for a fact, as the list stands now, Nigeria has limited hope of making it in the Nations Cup. And I'll tell you why. The controversy being generated as a result of this has a lot of sentiment. And you know, football is a thing of sentiment. It's passionate. People are passionate about football. So when a coach comes up with a list that is not satisfactory, a lot will be said. And this is not just the general sentiment whereby people want to see particular people or they don't. It's a situation whereby the coach seems not to be eager to win. A coach who is under fire for having almost made a mess of our qualification to the World Cup. A coach who is under fire for not showing the kind of confidence a coach should have in disciplining players, has come up with a list that has generated controversy. Now, what's in this list? A 23-man list selected for the Nations Cup. And we have players who are as rusty as the Lagos Water Service pipe to some parts where they've not seen water in a year. Now, I won't just go about talking about metaphors and all that. We have on this list the likes of Kanu Nwankwo. The player is 34 years old. We, of course, need someone like him for leadership and all that. But what we need more than leadership from a 34-year-old player who is not Veron in any way is people who are determined to win the game. Kanu Nwankwo, the Portsmouth striker, has played virtually as a substitute this season, putting in about 12 to 15 plays, coming as a substitute 12 out of 15. He just has 3 starts this season. He came on as a sub 12 times this season for Portsmouth, and in these 12 times the striker has not gone near the post. He has not scored a goal. Now, we have other strikers like Yakubu Ayegbeni, who is still struggling with his form after being away due to injury for over 8 months. Yakubu Ayegbeni has come back. He has played 10 times as a sub, 2 starts. He has a goal to his name. He's on that list. Obafemi Martins, the news just breaking indicates that he is fit and will be on the list. In fact, he has been included by Shaibu Amadou, and he'll be going to the Nations Cup. Now, from my own perspective, Nigerian players are not the kind of players that just shake up injuries and get into the field and put up a brilliant performance. Apart from before his performance, which led to our qualification at the World Cup, he had disciplinary issues and all that with the team, and he was left out for a while. Now he's back from injury. We are going to expect him to deliver at the Nations Cup under this time. We may even aggravate his injury and he may not feature for the World Cup. But he is indeed one of our best strikers, playing presently with Wolfsburg, and he has 5 goals in 15 appearances. I mean, compared to the rest, he has shown that he could do something. And we have about our best striker so far. That's Osaze Odemwingie, though he's playing out there in Russia, not in the Premier League, the La Liga, or Serie A. He has what it takes. He has shown passion, commitment, and dedication in the course of our preparations. But not to dwell too much on the strikers, the likes of Chinedu Ogbuke, who has put in a spectacular performance in Hoffenheim, where he has made 66 appearances and scored 23 goals in that 66 appearance, has been left out by Amodu. Now, it's things like this that make people doubt his ability to take the appropriate decision to make us win. As it is, the strikers we have are basically Osaze Odemwingie and Martins if he's fit. I doubt he will be in top form in this Nations Cup, and I hope that we don't injure him. But in terms of striking force, basically we just have Osaze Odemwingie as a top striker compared to all the other strikers we have. Osaze Odemwingie stands out, and that is a big issue. Then we talk about the midfielders. The midfielders, one person stands out, Mikel Obi. Mikel is about the best and most and the player. That is, he has the best prospect as a player for Nigeria right now. That to a lot of people may indicate that there is hope. But I tell you, for Mikel Obi, considering his present form and everything, and his input and relevance at Chelsea, I think it's a bad sign for the country. The best player we have has not been able to establish himself as a first team, as a starter for Chelsea, basically. He has played good football, he's consistent, but anyone who says Mikel Obi is beyond good has to review his game and has to review the whole circumstance surrounding him. He has issues with his discipline. He has been unable to replicate his form as it is at Chelsea for the national team, and he is still a young player, meaning we are short of experience, we are short of other talents who are exceptional. Then we have someone who amazes me. I must tell you, if I were ever to see him, I'll ask him, how do you do it? Seyi Olofinjana is on Amodu's list. He plays no matter who the coach is. And some of our friends will say, whatever he has done, he did it well, it's powerful enough. But I tell you, whatever it is not skills, and it is not an exceptional performance. Seyi Olofinjana has been one of our worst players most times in the midfield whenever we play, but he has made the team again. Now, talking about the midfield, we have people like Dixon Etuhu, who had 6 starts and 5 come on 5 times as a sub. In the midfield, we have just about 2 standout players, Dixon Etuhu, Mikel Obi. The rest are just below average. They are not in form. Then the worst part of our game so far is the defense. Our defense is in shambles. We have a player like Danny Shitu, who has not played this season at all. We have a player like Yusuf Mohammed, who has just made 5 appearances in about a whole season. 5 appearances for FC Sion in the Swiss league where he plays. Just 5 appearances. We have the likes of Chidi Odia, who played 3 games in 2009. Now these are the people we have as defenders. We have, even though we have the likes of Taiwo, who has played quite regular for Marseille. The defense line is one of our weakest points, and our goalkeepers from Israel, Inyama, Austin Ejide, and Dele Ayenuga. Now, these players are known to us all. Majority of these players played our last Nations Cup, which was our worst ever. We crashed out almost at the beginning, escaping the first round by luck and then crashing out in the second round. Now, this team, to be honest, is not going to make us proud. This team is virtually hopeless when it comes to the Nations Cup 2010. Now, it's a big opportunity that Nigeria has missed. And it's not just about blaming Amodu, who has clearly shown that he does not have the confidence and the determination or the aggression with which we need to overhaul our football. It goes beyond our model to the NFF. It goes beyond our model to the fact that football is not being developed in this country. Given a choice, most of the players we have selected will still be almost nobodies in football. And we cannot keep saying we must depend on homegrown players. We cannot say we'll ignore European-based players. Every country that has European-based players that are good will feature them almost ahead of the home-based players. But where we do not have, what I think we should have done was to look into the league, look into the players that feature for the under-20, look at the players that feature for the under-17, and prepare a team that will be able to make us proud at the World Cup and then blow out in the next few years. But we've missed that opportunity. We missed it right from the time we put up a useless performance at the Under-20 World Cup. We missed it right from the moment that we held on to the belief that some players had to be 30 and above to get into the league. I mean, if Theo Walcott was in Nigeria, I think he would still be trying to grow up to get into the league. Nations Cup 2010, unfortunately, despite my patriotism and my hopes, is going to be a disappointment. What we just pray for is that we won't embarrass ourselves. What we just hope for is that the team will be able to put in a little discipline and prevent crashing out in the first round. We've met Mozambique before and we didn't do ourselves proud. We managed to scrap a win when we played them in Nigeria. We drew at their home. And we are playing Egypt, a side that has shown determination all through in their games, in all their games. So Simon says Nations Cup is a lost cause, and if Nigeria is going to make any statement at the World Cup, we need to do something major. We've already selected our list. In a couple of days, we'll be submitting it to CAF, and it's not about insulting people, but about taking the right decision and ensuring that it's done against the World Cup. See you next time.